I have no idea who owns this property. Several years ago, it had a reputation as a junkies hangout. Then they all wandered off, whatever. I started going in there occasionally, and I saw other people around here taking a quick walk at that bus shelter there one night, late at night. A couple homeless people were there. And there was like 15 letters there all spread out that someone else had left, stolen from someone's mailbox somewhere, like an apartment building or something. I remember one had like a bank statement from a bank saying the guy had 23 grand in his account. There's various tents in there. There's some litter, but they seem to be trying to keep it organized and clean, which is good. One, two, three, 4 locks here that someone put here for whatever reason. Corner of 137 8th Street in Hyland. We now have 2.3 million people using food banks in Canada, an all-time record. And the homeless problem is way, 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 way worse than when we had Mr. Harper running the show for the Conservative Party 11 years ago. Last I was in Kelowna, there were 50 tents by the railway tracks, and they already had an emergency shelter there that was full at the same location. You would see homeless people downtown every day, daylight and nighttime. Here, I was homeless way back like 17 years ago. Stayed at the Hyland House there on King George Highway. And it was a good place. Best homeless shelter I stayed at during my homeless stay of 7 months. There's some graffiti around saying they're corrupt. I don't know about that. I saw some odd things there, like what I call it a boom thump. Someone would go around a corner and you hear bump, 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 bump. Some rather naive or young person would ask, what was that? Everyone else kept their mouth shut or smiled. There were like 2 buildings, I was told. The one is for like you guys who are just homeless, and the other one is for us solid guys. But it was a good homeless shelter. Even the people who weren't solid, we got good food, we were treated right, and you got your own individual room. So I hope things are still good there. It's run by the Options people. That Wilma's Transition House in Chilliwack, there was some lady online saying a whole bunch of stuff about it. She seemed to have obvious mental health problems, but lo and behold, flash forward a couple of years, and there it is on the front page of the Chilliwack Progress. The lady and her daughter are being charged with fraud crimes, like $1 million worth of fraud. And when I was in Hope, there was the wash tub laundry. The woman was pretty upfront that she was HA. And she once said, as long as it doesn't involve HA, I try to help out. But the only poster she had for anything in the washroom was for Wilma's Transition House. Pretty sleazy, ripping off a charity that tries to help homeless people. Especially like it was mainly for women escaping being battered by men. Pretty bad. The Women's Transition House building there is shut down now, of course, and there's various graffiti tags on it, some relating to the fraud. This tag Onser gets around. He's part of the UN gang. 3 different times in my life, the UN guys have fired guns around me, being careful not to aim them at me or my vehicle. There's a bank in Chilliwack. I think it's Eagles Progress. Yeah, Eagles Progress. One of the white tellers had a big diamond ring on her that she used to flash. I bet she saw her at Cheam Lake with a bunch of the UN gangs. It was just by fluke I ended up hanging around there for exercise because I like walking and stuff. But they have a house nearby there, a property. And I guess from their point of view, we were here first, man. Ronaldo Lysing, the full patch biker, who's done serious time in prison for Hells Angels a couple times, once for kidnapping. He was recorded at one point in a wiretap saying, "That's it, the United Nations have to go, they're gone." Well, they're still around, and so are the Hells Angels. I was on the streets of East Hastings once, 2006, homeless. 3 UN guys walk up to me, and the one guy yells so loud the whole block can hear. The war between UN and Hells Angels has gone on, and within a week, a drug dealer from the East Coast that was living there for HA dealing dope was shot dead with a gun, and at that time, guns were unusual. In East Van, killings are usually done with fists, knives, hot shot injections type thing. I've seen HAJ drug dealers down there, UN drug dealers down there, and way back in the day, those Persian guys with their silk jackets really stuck out. 7 dudes small with expensive silk jackets in the poorest post-urban Canada. I strongly urge you not to use drugs, and if you do, quit. Famous rock stars like Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Elton John have all quit drugs and booze. Good for them. These used to be Star Rentals just a couple of years ago. Now it's these gentlemen, Mainland Motors. That used to be 2 and 3 for 1 pizza. King George, now it's King George pizza. Only $9.99 for a cheese pizza or a vegetarian or a pepperoni. That's not bad for a large. I posted this picture of that bus shelter all smashed up the other day, and now they fixed it yesterday. Good for them. A couple of white men were working on it. Two HA lowlifes work at that grocery store just south. Old business there, auto loan place was also HA. Ben HA. Surrey Hard side chapter is kaput. Taboo Van supermarket. Chick with white head covering said we are Muslim. The other 2 people were blabbing away HA this, HA this, HA that. And it used to be an auto loan place there. The guy with the van would show up once in a while in his vehicle with the Hells Angels license plate holders. They weren't hiding what they were doing, that they were HA. That back lot used to be full of old cars and stuff. They eventually cleaned it all up. Well, I'm gonna head home, stuff myself full of food, and hope I have a better sleep than yesterday. Walked for 3.5 hours. Yeehaw, good exercise. Every doctor and nurse practitioner I ever had asked me, what kind of exercise you do? I said, walking. They said, keep it up. I walked past Trail Appliances last 2 days, different cars each time, but someone always flashes the headlights at me.